Hey y'all, welcome back to Chaz's Cuisines. I'm so hyped today. You want to know why? Because it's Taco Tuesday, and today we're making birria tacos. I love them, they're so delicious and so juicy. Continue to watch and see how we make it. Now let's start prepping our ingredients. First, I'm just going to chop up an onion. I usually use a white onion, but here I'm using a yellow onion. I'm just going to set that to the side and move on to the next thing. Now I have some meat right here. You can use sirloin steak. I really love that one as well. It's really up to you what you do have in your freezer. Just go ahead and use that. I'm just going to slice these in big chunks so it's easier to saute. Now a tip is I will say when I did it the second time, I seasoned it and marinated my meat first before I seared it. Now I'm using the New Mexico chili peppers and also the California chili peppers. You can use any kind you like. So all I'm doing here is I'm cutting open the top and I'm just taking out the seeds. Now while I'm doing that, I do have some water on the stove getting ready to boil, and I'm just going to place my peppers in there. We're going to create a little bit of broth. Now in another pan, preheat your pan, add some olive oil, and go ahead and sear your meat. You just want a nice brown coating on each side. I'm searing my meat for about 1 minute on each side, 1 or 2 minutes. And I do have my heat on a medium high heat. Now, like I said, season before you add it to your pan and marinate it. The same seasonings I will have listed below, I added those to as well to my meat when I did the second time. Now, after your 1 to 2 minutes, just go ahead and flip those and just take them out. Now, in that same oil with all those flavors, I'm going to go ahead and saute a little bit of onions. Now, I'm using my pressure cooker, which is the Instant Pot. You can saute in that, which I do recommend. Once your onions are soft, go ahead and remove those. Cut your burner off. Check on your broth. Once that's ready, turn it off and let it sit for a good 15 minutes. After that, place your peppers in your blender. Add some of that sauce, add some broth. Now season it up. Like I said, I will have the ingredients listed below. I added some garlic in there. I'm adding my seasonings. You gotta flavor it up. Now once you're done adding everything, go ahead and blend that up. You just want to puree it till it's a smooth texture. I also added some of those white onions into my blender and blended that up for more flavor. Just gonna add in those sauteed onions we sauteed earlier. I'm adding a little bit of beef broth. And then I'm going to go ahead and add my meat. Now after that, I'm going to add in that puree that we did earlier as well. Add in some fresh thyme. The key is to add in a cinnamon stick and some basil leaves. Give that a quick mix. Now it's time to close this bad boy up and let it cook. I do have my pressure cooker on high. I just did it for about an hour. You can do it really for 40 minutes, but I just love my meat extra tender. And look at that, it's falling off the bone. It's no bone. It's very tender, it's just falling as I'm pulling it up. Now I'm gonna take some of that meat and drain it from that juice a little bit, and we're gonna, yeah, look at that. We're just gonna pull it apart with our forks. Now in a pan, I'm adding a little bit of that sauce. You can add less. I would say at least 2-3 tablespoons. Pat it down a little bit. We're going to go ahead and flip that to give it some more color. And then you're just going to add some fresh grated mozzarella cheese. Next, you're going to add your pulled meat. Some more mozzarella cheese. I added some chopped cilantro and as well as some white onions. Now go ahead and flip that after about 20 seconds. And we're just going to repeat the same steps for the remaining tacos that we have. If you decide to recreate this dish, be sure to tag me on Instagram at Chaz's Cuisines.